Yeah, I've been a Morton supporter for over 30 years. I've had a season ticket for about 30 years. I think round about 2012 I started writing articles for the Matchday programme, and I did that for about 4 or 5 seasons, and one of the seasons I actually did the player interviews, and it was great to see how the sort of like the day-to-day business of the players and the coaching staff got on. I think that made me love the club even more. I felt even closer to it, seeing that. When MCT was established, I became a member, and very quickly after that I got involved in the operations team, and through that I became a rep from MCT onto the Morton and the Community Trust Board. I still am. And then towards the end of last year I was invited to become a member of the MCT board, so I'm now a director of MCT. Well, the love for Morton, the belief in community ownership. I think that the football club is an incredibly important part of the local community. I think Morton and the Community Trust do incredible work for the local community, and the fact that I could be involved in helping to develop those organisations and take them forward was the sort of like the main driver. Well, I think it's important that women are represented in football at every level. Obviously, there are so many more girls and women playing football now. Women's football is the fastest growing sport in Scotland and I think Europe. So why shouldn't we be represented at the sort of like the other levels in terms of running football clubs and managing football clubs, if that ever happens? But why not? Sky's the limit. Yeah, I think it's incredible the work that Morton and the community are doing across Inverclyde and beyond, possibly. The fact that the Morton and the community doesn't just provide football opportunities for girls and boys, obviously it does that, but I think a lot of people don't realise just exactly how much additional work that they do in terms of supporting people's mental health, providing exercise opportunities, fitness opportunities, opportunities to socialise, training for employment, a whole range of things that are really vital within the Inverclyde community, and they're part of the football club, which is part of the community, and it all makes incredible sense. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people don't realise that 52% of the population is made up of women. That's nationally in terms of the last census data, and I think that's probably replicated in Inverclyde. So we have a lot of women in the local community and in Scotland, and I think it's important that we make sure that there are services available for them. And given that girls and women are so involved in football these days, then obviously a football club should be thinking about that 52% of the population. My message to girls and women would be, come along, support your local team, get involved, come and watch the football teams. There's the women's team at Parklee, there's the men's first team at Capello. Both very welcoming places for girls and women, and in terms of Morton and the community and MCT, we want to get women involved, so get in touch and we'll make sure that you're welcome.